Hello, everybody. Hi, how's everyone doing? Oh man, Sunday stream feels like an age ago. Hope everyone's doing all right. I'm personally not feeling great. Uh, I don't, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know if I had like a minor gluten exposure on Sunday or if I ate something else that messed up my stomach, but I was doing all right, and then whatever I had for dinner just did not help. So uh, I'm here. I think, I think I'm gonna have to go back on like a really strict, really simple diet again for a while, which is gonna be rough because I'm going away next week. So anyway, you guys don't need to hear about my stomach issues. But I wanted to preface with that because I don't know that I'll be streaming long today because I'm in pain. So yeah. So I figured I'd at least come on and chat a little bit. Maybe fish if we feel up to it. Yeah. Well, I have been super busy, guys. Super busy. I have two trips back to back, so um one's at the end of this week. The other one is the following week, my proper vacation week. So just trying to scramble to get everything together so that, you know, everything goes smoothly and I can just go and not worry about anything and rest and recuperate. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. I think I had like scheduled a PTO day like a week or two ago, and then with how things ended up, I was like, oh no, I should cancel this one because I have to take another PTO day for, you know, now this week, right? And and I'm looking back and I'm like, I should have just taken it. I should have just kept it. Sometimes you really need those like rest days, you know? And sometimes you don't really realize how badly you need them uh until you're already past the point of no return. Oh my gosh. I have to wait, do I have this already on? There's a meme. It's not even a meme. I will make it a meme. One day you'll see it everywhere. It's one of my favorite manga panels. Well, it's like three panels, but it's like, you know. Oh, I forgot. I forgot I put those on my OneDrive. Uh, I'm pretty sure I saved it out here because it's one that I like to reference a lot. Let me see. Did I not? What? No way. Oh, okay. Hold on, let me get it. Oh, ooh, but I do have the OG Final Fantasy 15 promotional images. Oh man. Sorry, I'm distracted now. I know they like repurposed most of this for like Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my gosh. I'm already derailed. I'm already derailed. This is great. Listen, you don't understand when when Final Fantasy 15 um was first being promoted, like before it was Final Fantasy 13. It was gonna be what 15, sorry, for Final Fantasy 15. It was gonna be, what was it gonna be? Was it gonna be 12? 12 verses or something? I forget. Oh, I still didn't get that uploaded. Whoops. Upload. Um, And then just everything got mixed up and backwards, and it's great. They took forever to change things, and development went a different way, and it was worth it because Final Fantasy 15 is an excellent game, if not properly complete. Excellent all the same. But it's just crazy how much it changed. So let me get these up here. Which should I? We'll do this. Okay. I'm totally derailed. I'm totally derailed already. It's fine. Check this out. Check this cool thing out that I like. Hold on, I have to find it. Where should it save? I think it saved here. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Here, look. Look at original Noct. Look at this. Holy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. I gotta move me. There we go. There we go. Look at him. This was like my first exposure to Prince Noctis back in the day. Oh my gosh. By all rights and means, he should be like my number one, like, I fanboy over him. Fangirl over him, whatever. I just enjoy playing as him too much. He's just so... Oh, sorry, I'm gonna skip this track. I don't know. He's just so relatable in his Final Fantasy 15 form, but look at this gloriousness. Look at this. Look at this. Man. Little Kid Moth. Vega was just losing it. Losing it. There's more images. There's more images. There's some that I still can't find. I had tried to save the original magazine that had all of these images in it, but my brother and I fought over it, and I think one of my parents just decided to trash it instead, to which we were both utterly devastated when we found out. Oh, what I wouldn't pay for that magazine. What I would not pay for that magazine. I forget if it was like Game Informer or Game Pro that had it. It was like a 4-page spread, and I will never forget it. I will never ever forget what it was like to see that for the first time. Amazing. And then, okay, the image that I was originally going to show you guys before I got sidetracked by original concept Noctis. It's the original concept. There was like a secondary concept that went through too that they pushed later that was going to be like, what was it? Was it 13 verses or something? I don't remember. It was Final Fantasy verses or something. And then that didn't happen. Where is it? Here we go. Anyway, the meme that I was going to show you, it's not a meme, but it needs to be a meme. I will make it a meme. Help me make it a meme. Because it's so good. It's so good. It's from Lovely Complex. Are you ready? Look at this. This is me. This is me all the time, bro. I'm okay. Clearly dead inside. Takes a moment. No, I'm not. I'm not okay. Oh my gosh, this is me all the time. This is me all the time. Anytime I get really worn out, this is just me. Otani from Lovely Complex is just me. Like, I cannot. If you need an example of how I behave, like, just in real life, if you ever doubt that who I show on stream is who I am, go read Lovely Complex. I'm just Otani. I'm that guy. I'm him. That's me. I even had a high school sport. It was not basketball, it was martial arts, but Oh man, I love that guy. So freaking funny. So no, I did not relate to the heroine in that series. I read through most of it, and by the time I got to the end, it like struck me like running face first into a brick wall, and I was like, oh no, I'm not like Risa, I'm Otani. Down to the obliviousness and everything. Oh my gosh. Even, oh my gosh. Umibozu, the hip hop artist are obsessed with, like, dude, back in that era and in my high school era, I was like so obsessed with Japanese hip hop. Like, I would like scour the internet for like hard to find stuff, just hoping to get a taste of something different. It was crazy. I even loved the stupid parody song they did for actually both the anime and the live action for Lovely Complex for Umibozu. They were great. They were so silly. They were so good. Oh man. What I wouldn't do to get more of that. That's not true. I'm content with what we already have. I do also honestly recommend the Lovely Complex anime. Super good. Please watch it in Japanese with English subtitles. The English dubbed version completely revised the script. It's a completely different series. I remember ages ago trying to talk to someone about it, and they're like, oh yeah, and then we tried to talk about it, and we clearly had watched two different things, but they told me they were 100% sure that they had watched Lovely Complex, and I was like, that's not Lovely Complex. Found out later that yeah, the dubbing staff like completely changed everything and like really messed it up in an attempt to clean it up, but there was not really much to clean up. It was good, it was solid. They just clearly did not have an understanding of the manga at all. So please, if you watch the Lovely Complex anime, it is excellent. Please watch it subbed with subtitles. The English dub is not the actual story. I don't know what the heck they did, but they did something. They sure did something. I can't even call it a parody. Just really, really messed up. Just really messed up. Though speaking of parodies and anime, um, I admit, I don't remember if I've talked about this before. I've watched like the entirety of the free anime, just the serialized anime, not the movies. Um, I still don't know why, but I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I did because because the oh gosh, the abridged the abridged, it's like one of the best abridged series I've ever watched. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's like, oh my gosh. And in fact, you don't even have to watch the free anime. Just go watch the free abridged, done by what, Octopimp? Ah, Octopimp. What a legend. Oh man. You know what's crazy? I wouldn't have even found free abridged if I hadn't been following Octopimp for his oh my gosh. For his Homestuck parody covers and things. I did guys, I had a Homestuck era, okay. It was short. It was short-lived. Honestly, I would go back and reread the comic at some point, but yeah, that's a whole thing too. I didn't really get to appreciate Homestuck. I got thrown into it because a friend kind of pulled me into the fandom, and I got really obsessed with Karkat. Oh my gosh, I really liked Karkat a lot. um, but yeah, things with that friend did not work out, and it kind of unfortunately soured my experience with Homestuck a little bit. But also, I just didn't know anyone else who liked Homestuck, and the Tumblr fandom scared me. So, I wish with all my heart that I still had uh my old pester chum, because I'm so curious I don't remember what my username was or what my like typing quirks were. And I wish I remembered that stuff. It's crazy how things you could have loved or hoped you would have loved more can be kind of changed based on the people who are around at the time. It's interesting. It's a bit sad, but life goes on. And sometimes you get to return to stuff like that too. Sometimes it takes a while, but you know. Sorry. I'm like trying to think what else I can take to help my stomach right now. I could probably take like uh Pepto-Bismol. Will that help? I don't even know. I don't even know. My stomach's so wonky. It's like hard to figure out what's gonna actually help it at any given moment. Like sometimes just like almond milk will help. Sometimes like pickle juice. Sometimes Pepto-Bismol, sometimes Tums. Usually I guess wrong and then have to go through the gambit and it's awful. And then sometimes in the end nothing helps and I'm just here. Guys, take care of your bodies. Listen to what they tell you. And if you have allergies, I, man, I don't even know. I don't even know. Because the people I live with know about my issues, but they're a lot better. They try to be careful, but in some things they, you know, it just is what it is. But like it's not too bad. I'm just like uncomfortable. uh, man, life just happens and you just keep going. Honestly, I think it was the burger I ate today. I ate a burger. And I think it was either the cheese on it or that it was too oily. My body does not like oily things. At least if like vegetable-based oils, it's okay with. But like meat, meat oils, fats, not so much. Not so much. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just like complaining or like explaining. I don't even know. I don't even know. All I know is that my stomach hurts and I have a lot of stuff to do still tonight. But I wanted to be here because I like streaming and I like talking and I like hanging out with you guys, even if it's not, you know, at the actual same time, even if it's you guys stopping by the VOD later and checking out what happened. It makes me smile. And I have fun doing that. And I think I know I've talked lately about wanting to grow streaming and like grow the community a bit, but honestly, if I'm just able to be here and have fun, and you're able to be here and have fun, whether we're on at the same time or whether we're separated by a recording, that's what makes me happy. I like being here. I like that you guys choose to be here. That means a lot. And I don't know, I think the older you get, the harder it is to allot time for everybody and everything, right? So to me, it's really special to be able to enjoy time together, even if it's time apart, you know? I feel like it's so hard to explain. Like, we can still share an experience, even if it's not at the same time. I think that's also the beauty of streaming, right? Is that even if you don't get to see something live, you can catch the VOD, and all the excitement, all the fun, all the pain, everything is recorded there. You know, you can watch chat, you can read that back, you can see what happened, the way that people were reacting to it, whether that's a streamer or around it in the space. It's just really cool. It's really, really cool. And there's so many things I still want to try. Like, I want to get more confident with singing, and I want to try singing again. There were only a few people, I think, who who managed to catch the Christmas stream. And I did try singing, but I was so nervous. I couldn't get anything out. I really couldn't. I was like, I can sing better than this, but I was so nervous. Even though I had practiced, and I was like, yeah, I got this. These are songs I'm comfortable with. Well, some of them were, but I couldn't. And I want to do better. I want to do better. I want to do more stuff together. Um, I know, I think, did we talk about Claire Obscure Expedition 33? I want to play that as well, but I want to save that until um, after vacation, after I come back from vacation sometime. So, I don't know. There's just lots of things I want to share with you guys and have fun together with. Honestly, and this is silly too, I think even if you guys move on and decide you don't want to watch me anymore or just don't have time to anymore, I think I'll still stream, even if I don't stream to anybody, because I like streaming. This is fun for me, and lately I've wanted to remember that like I'm here because I like doing this. I like talking and just being silly and goofy and hanging out and telling stories and all of that. You know, my name, Vague Illusions, originally it wasn't Vega plus Illusions, it was Vega plus Allusions, you know, um, story related stuff. And I had wanted to do a focus on that, like just storytelling on stream, which I might even try again at some point because I really, really like crafting narratives and I like telling stories. I recently opened back a OneNote document that I had, or workbook or whatever, that I hadn't touched in, gosh, months and months and months. And I was reading through some of my notes there for something I was working on. And like, some of it was so cool. I was just sat there like tearing up because I was like, what the heck? This is awesome. Why is it just sitting here? Why am I not doing more with this? And I know I don't have time for it right now, and that's okay, but like I want to get back to that and adding more details and information so that when it does have a time to exist, I've got everything I need, you know? And it just reminded me how much I love story building and world building and everything around that, character creation, backstories. It's so much fun. And that's really what got me into creative media to begin with. I think I've mentioned it before, but a long time ago in a life before this one, I did internet radio for a fan forum, and I had so much fun. I miss that too. I miss DJing. I really enjoy like picking out music and putting it into playlists and oops, and all that goodness. And I wish there was an easier way to do that. I mean, I guess I could like create playlists, right? And like share them through like YouTube or Spotify or whatever. It would have to be YouTube because I don't have Spotify. YouTube Music user. Okay, honestly, hear me out. YouTube Music is incredible. Mind you, you get you get YouTube Music. You have access to all of YouTube. So any video you could want. You can upload your own music. So if you can't find it somewhere else and you have it downloaded or saved or ripped from a video from somewhere, you can upload it. You literally can have everything. Plus, you get YouTube's recommendation system, which for their music side, I mean, their video side is already good, but their music side is incredible. It's so insane and so good. I can't help but recommend it. I really can't. But I know some people like prefer Spotify, and Apple users really like Apple Music, which I get. Like if you're integrated on Apple, then like no reason not to use Apple Music. But yeah, I am really big on YouTube Music. It's great. Where was I going with this? Oh right, internet DJing. So on top of that, it was fun because while I was mostly doing like music DJing and like coming up with playlists and things like that, I would still do like breaks for like little talking sections and things like that, or like I would share like creative projects from within the forum and like let people know what's going on, or like share fan fiction, which sounds silly, but I would always choose fan fiction that was not like shipping. It would be like AUs and stuff like that. So basically just showing off people's like actual incredible creative talents and skills. So, you know, it being too weird or anything, or it's basically like picking actors, right, for a story kind of deal. And it was a good time. And the way that it was set up as well allowed for comments to come through. So I guess I guess it was a little bit like live streaming, just no video. It was just audio, and I had direct feedback and could interact with people. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right, it was like that. Holy cow. Memories are flooding back to me. Like I made a bunch of friends that way too. A lot of them I'm still in contact with, or at least every now and again. And wow. Yeah, that's crazy. At least two people from that I am still actively in contact with, and that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Wow. What is stuff like that that makes me want to work harder, you know? I really want to give it my all, and I'm really hoping that I can get in a lot of rest next week, and that when I come back, I'll have a lot more energy to give you guys and to put myself out there more. And I'll probably also I'm working on getting myself more active on like Twitter. I don't really know where else is good to interact with people. I feel like I see people interacting the most on Twitter. I know Blue Sky is up. I guess I'll have to figure that out. And Instagram, I don't know. I guess it's okay. I feel like it's hard to like keep up with things on Instagram. It's not built for the same stuff, you know? But or maybe I'll even try to keep up with like YouTube posts or something too. Just like little things that I can do to help people know that I'm out here. Cause I like hanging out with everybody. That's really it. That's really just it. I like hanging out with you guys. That's the most fun thing. And like I'm definitely someone who can just talk to themselves for like hours on end, which sounds crazy. And I was thinking about that recently, and I was like, I don't think there's a lot of people who can do that. And it's like, oh, it's people who like the sound of their own voice, right? I was thinking about that because I'm like, am I like that? And then I realized It's like sad backstory. It's because I grew up like really isolated. Not like maliciously on purpose. It was a rough situation during my childhood. Um and I just didn't have anyone to talk to, and you know how like hard that is. So I just talked to myself. I would just talk to myself. And yeah, it's still something I do. I guess it's like self-soothing in a way. Um which is kind of weird. So there's that's just out there now. Um but it just I don't know how to explain. It's like even if you don't have someone to talk to directly in the moment, just being able to voice what you're thinking about helps a lot. Um to feel like there's some kind of connection there, you know? So to be able to stream as well, it's like, okay, well now there is a connection out there. Now there's a video, now it's recorded. I'm not just speaking this into the void and yelling into the void. It's here. It's chilling. If people find it, they find it. If they don't, they don't. And that's okay. Just a lot of things to be done, you know? And everything just takes a bit of baby steps. Baby steps. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but it's mostly to remind myself that that is the case. That a lot of times you just have to take things little by little and you have to keep going. You have to keep going because if you stop, you're never going to get to the finish line. You're never going to cross that goal line and start the next journey, you know? I don't want to be someone who gives up. I think I let myself be that for a really long time because I didn't feel like I had what it takes, or because I just couldn't get myself to sit down and finish things. And I think the real issue is I didn't have the foresight to recognize that just because I wasn't able to finish something in the amount of time I expected myself to be able to finish it didn't mean that I had failed and it was done. It just means that I had put it down, you know? It didn't mean that I couldn't come back to it and finish it. Like, I still have so many things that are like that, and some things I might not go back to, and others I'm like, no, I will come back to this. It's just unfortunately not time yet, but I haven't given up on it. I can't give everything my attention all the time, you know? That's just the nature of a mortal being, you know? Even if my lifespan is far greater than that of humans, as I've mentioned before, most of that time is spent working. And when you are powering a star, you don't really experience life the same way, you know? It's hard to describe. It's kind of like watching a time-lapse video, you know? You just kind of see everything passing by really fast. But for you, it doesn't seem like very long at all. So being able to be here right now and experiencing the flow of time normally, every moment is really precious. And it's okay if those moments aren't amazing all the time. It's okay if they're just meh, or even if they're sad, or even if they hurt, because, man, even when bad things happen, what you're feeling and experiencing is still important, you know? Everyone, well, not everyone, but I think a lot of people want to push off the idea of bad things happening or feeling sad or things like that, but those are important parts of life. I wish that bad things didn't happen, especially, really bad things, really messed up things, but I think there's still good that can come out of those things. You might find that you're then able to help other people who are dealing with awful things, but that you've been through, or you might have to have learned a skill to get through, and then that might actually help you in other areas. And I'm not talking about any like specific things, I'm just in general. Like, or maybe you met someone because of this terrible thing and that person became really important in your life, and you might not have met them if you hadn't been through what you went through. Life really isn't linear. I think a lot of media, especially current day media, makes it seem that way. But life is messy. It's more like a scribble, like a knot scribble. Everything's crossing over each other and overlapped and looped and all of that. It's definitely more like that. You might end up in a spot where you're like, I probably should have done this like 10 years ago, but you're doing it now. That's okay. That's fine. You might have done things when you were really little that was like, oh man, that's like adult stuff. How did I even end up in that situation? And that's okay too. Everyone's life is different. Everyone's book is different, and frankly, that's what makes people so amazing. That's what makes your story so amazing, is that it's yours. It is unique. Maybe that doesn't make you special. I don't know that anyone is especially special, but you are a unique instance of you. And that doesn't make it any less precious. That doesn't make it any less important than someone else. And if there's one thing I can leave you with today, I hope it's that no matter what path your story has taken, no matter how much it's looped back on itself or ended up in a spot where you didn't expect to be at a certain time, don't give up. Don't give up. Those things that you've had to set down because you can't get to them right now, you didn't fail yet. You're just not done with it. You're just not done with it. Who's to say you won't come back? Don't give up on it. If it's something you really want to do, don't give up on it. The time will come. The time will come, or a time will come where you'll learn to make time. Either of the two. So don't let it go. I mean, unless it's like something terrible, like planning harm on people, that one, give up. Give up that one. Give up on that one. But like creative endeavors, jobs, relational endeavors, don't give up. Keep going. If you don't have the strength right now, then rest. Then rest and pick it up again later. Because your story is not done until you quit. And even if you do quit, there's always a chance you'll come back later. No matter how much your situation has hurt you, doesn't mean that there isn't something better in the future. And conversely, just because everything is wonderful now doesn't mean that something bad won't happen in the future either. But even still, don't give up. Don't give up. At the very, very least, this little moth girl will be out here cheering you on, saying, don't give up, keep going, keep trying, rest when you need to, take a break and a breather when you need to, catch your breath, eat, and then get back up and keep going. Anyway, that's my motivational speech for today. That's my motivational speech for today. I don't even know how I got here. But here we are, you know? Here we are. There's so much I want to do. Guys, I can't even begin. There's so much I want to do. Oh, I have been working more on ambience videos for Monster Hunter. I have. But I keep having issues with like system notifications and stuff going off, so I gotta figure that out. I think I figured it out, but yeah. Also, it's been like too warm, so I'm just desperately trying to record stuff from like the Blossom Dance Festival, and then I'll get back to the rest another time. I can't tell if my stomach is getting better or not. I was stupid, guys. I was really stupid. Like, my stomach was mostly fine. It was like a little off, and then I was like, oh, let me eat these seaweed snacks that I bought. And I forgot I had bought the wasabi ones instead of the sesame ones. I should have bought the sesame ones. Now, don't get me wrong, the wasabi ones are amazing. They're so good. But my stomach is like, why have you done this to me? You knew I was not okay. Why did you put wasabi in me? Wasabi in a sour stomach. That's not good. What was I thinking? I'm crazy. I'm actually crazy. Like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I am like literally... You know what? You know what? Oh my gosh, I genuinely, oh wait, I deleted it. Hold on. I need to have this image up at all times. Oh, my little Ichiko. Oh, wait, look at this guy. This one I also need up. I should cut this one out and just like stick it on my just chatting screen just to sit there. I love him. He's so cute. He's so cute. That's not the one though. Oh man, where is it? This one. There we go. I need this available at all times. So that when you guys are like, Vega, chill girl, and I'll be like, I'm okay. No, I'm not. This is how I live, how I breathe, and how I will die, guys. It's just how it is. I have so many like manga panels saved from all the random manga I've read that have just stood out to me, and I'm like, this needs to be a meme. Why isn't this being spread around? And then I'm like, all right, who else is reading this? Who else is reading this besides manga nerds like me? But I need to use them. I need to use them. I will probably start using them on Twitter. I will make some of these memes. They need to spread. The world needs them. They just don't know it yet. One of my favorite ones, I wish I could find a high quality scan of this manga page. But it's like a romantic comedy manga, and there's just this one panel, you know, shoujo manga where they do like the really dreamy bubbles sometimes. And there's this beautiful panel, dreamy bubbles, super sparkly, dreamy, bubbly speech bubble or thought bubble. And inside of it, all it says is, I need to go to the restroom. Or like, I need to go to the bathroom or something. And it's just so funny. And I don't remember the context of the page it was on, but it cracks me up every single time. And I need a high quality version of it. And I need it. Oh my gosh. It was such a good one. Oh man. Oh, I thought my stomach was getting better. Now it's hurting more. Why? Stomach, please. Please, I beg you. It'll be okay. I'll be fine. Oh, but that's why I'm not gaming tonight. I was gonna try to game, but I'm just gonna chat until I can't chat. And then I'll go like die for like an hour. Just kidding. I won't. I have too much to do. I have too much to do, guys. I have too much packing to do. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's good. It's good. I'm gonna rest. I'm not gonna let myself get dragged around all over the place on vacation. I'm gonna chill. I'm going to chill. I am going to rest. I am going to read. I am going to finally start One Piece. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to stop myself from like binging the whole thing on vacation though, or otherwise I will literally spend every waking hour of my vacation reading One Piece, and I don't want to do that. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. I learned my lesson from Ranma one half. I can't live my life like that. I can't live my life like that. I feel like I'll have better control over it anyway, because it's more of a shonen battle manga, so like I feel like there'll probably be better natural breaks with Ranma. That it just was very episodic, and the entire thing hinged on the will they won't they with Ranma and oh my gosh, I can't remember her name right now. What is her name? Oh no, the love interest, the main love interest in Ranma. I can't remember her name. Oh no, what do we got? What do we got? From Crove. What's up, Crove? On a stroll through the late night, I see a stunning sight to behold, an albino moth with deep, bold, and truly astounding crimson eyes. The mere sight of this beauty is a memory long held in my memory. Aw. That was cute, Grove. Thanks. I love... It makes me so happy that you say my eyes are crimson. Such a fangirl. I hate it. I hate myself. Don't look at me. No, it's fine. Oh. Oh well. I'll save it this way. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. How are you doing, Crove? I hope you're doing well. Oh, man. I don't know why. Thinking about what I was thinking about, I don't even know. I don't even know how my brain did this. It skipped between like 5 things and I ended up at, man, I haven't logged into Pokemon Go in so long. Whoops. Whoops. It's fine. I think it stresses me out. I don't know why. The dailies in Pokemon Sleep don't stress me out, but the dailies in Pokemon Go do. Fangirl. 53IV fangirl. Yo, 53IV is a fangirl. I'm just her lackey. She has me do so much work, it's crazy. It's like, what do you even do, 53IV? I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh. Yeah, I'm a fan. Ew, gross. Fan energy. I refuse to name my Oshi this stream. I'm not gonna do it. I did it last time. I'm not doing it again. Oh man. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, how embarrassing must it be to like as a VTuber to like meet your Oshi and they like know that you Oshi them. Finally got up to speed on the Cinder stuff because it came across my feed. Oh. Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. Yeah. Otherwise wouldn't care. Yeah. I think I heard a bit about that. I didn't go too deep into it because I don't know too much about Cinder. Um, and the other things, I just know about the situation around it, and yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff I feel like that happens in the VTuber sphere. It probably happens in other spheres as well, but I think because the VTuber sphere is so deeply interconnected with the artist sphere. I mean, you can't have VTubers without the art, in some form or another. I mean, I guess you could if like you were like just using photos, which one of the streamers I watch sometimes did that. He was having a rough day and he was like, "But I want to stream, but I don't want to be on camera." And so he just snapped two really dorky photos of himself and plugged it into PNG too, and it was amazing. It was incredible. Cinder is literally a psychopath. Oh, I yeah, I don't know enough to have a determination, but if the little I've heard is true, then yeah, it was not a good situation at all. It was not a good situation. I think well, there's a part of me that really wants to get more involved in the VTuber sphere and VTuber community. There's definitely a lot of I don't want to say it's not like bad people, but like a lot of individuals where I'm like, I'm pretty sure it won't be a good relationship for me to be involved with, like business or friend wise. Not that not that they're bad, I just usually have a very good vibe about who I would get along with and not. And I think there's also a lot of very young individuals in the community. And I'm, 5,000 years old plus headed towards 6,000. So it's like, it, it's not bad to make friends across, the generations, but sometimes it can be a little difficult when there's age gaps like that and you have to be more careful of things. Um, and there's just a lot of individuals. So I'm like, I don't even know where to begin. Like where, like where do I even begin to try to get involved, right? You can get more involved and literally be an adult about the drama. Just say no thanks, bye. True, true. It's very true. I think just like even thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that's so much. But it's just part of getting involved with the community, right? And I just gotta stretch those legs again at some point. At some point. Probably in the near future. I can't keep putting it off. Can't keep putting it off. I generally have my friends be 26, but yeah. It's hard online though, because like people can like be vague about their ages or just straight up lie, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's definitely good to try to be as careful as you can, or at least be open on your end. Be like, hey, like, I'm in this like age demographic, so if you're pretty young, just, don't interact or like, keep it very limited. And because there are definitely times where it's good for younger people to be around like good influences who are older than them. It's just difficult because, it's hard to keep moderation there, right? And it will ask you if you're an adult. And it's like, hey, you're cute, you 18. More like, I'm in the 30s, you're at least 18. Why? Because I don't want to be a creep. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because you don't want to put yourself in a compromising situation on accident. Vega, you're Vega AF. Listen, and I still come back. I appreciate that. Look, okay, okay. I'm gonna be real honest with you, Crow, because you've been around, and I doubt that there's too many people who watch this VOD. I am above the age of 30. I will put that out there, which is still canonical with my star age. So I like playing the character too, you know? I like being Vega. I like my lore. Um I am a millennial by Earth standards. um so I'm not a baby, although I know I come across as it. I fit in very well with like younger groups, but I think that's because I have a lot of like family members who are in a younger demographic that I'm close with. Um, and then there's a lot of streamers I watch, and I feel like no matter the age of the streamer, they just inevitably help you keep up with current lingo and stuff because they have to be up with it too. Old, yes, I'm an old lady. I told you I'm over 5,000 years old. That's old. You're like 19. Oh, that's so wild. That's so wild. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get labeled as that, and I'm like, why? Even like real life, I'm like, no, man. This is. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that this is why I'm still single because everyone just thinks I'm a baby perpetually, and I'm like, no, come back, wait. You have a very baby personality. I guess so. I've been labeled as adorable my whole life. I've tried to break out of it and it doesn't happen. I'm just this. I am smiley, easy laughing, like soft things, but also very timid, shy. Yeah, yeah. It's it's funny because like I do quite like to be extroverted. I like to get out there. I like to talk to people and have fun, but I do definitely have that like shy side, but it's hard to describe because I feel like uh shy it's less shy and more like embarrassed because I'm like, oh gosh, am I gonna say something weird or like, oh no, I'm so smiley. Are they gonna like be freaked out about me or like stuff like that? How big is deaf waifu material? She got wisdom. I got that wisdom stat. I buffed it out. It's we gotta come up with a Vega D&D stat sheet. I think we should. I'm gonna write that down. We're gonna do that one night. Oh crap! Where do I have my pens? It's so funny. I've got all these art supplies all over my desk, and it's like I can't even find a pen. We're gonna do this. D&D sheet for Vega. There we go. Your shyness is covered by your reservedness. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of overlap there. I think too, it's how do I explain? I feel like being shy is part of how I'm extroverted. I I don't know how to explain. I'm very much like an ambivert. I think I can be introverted when I need to and extroverted when I want to, and I like both very much. It's nice having friends and streamers that are my age. They're like, yeah, I think so too. I think so too. It's important. Like I really now he's older than me in human years. And I don't get to watch his streams very often, but Premiere 2, it's like in his 40s, but he's so cool and he's so fun. I'm like, he started streaming even at a I was he already in his 40s when he started streaming or late 30s? I forget. But like even starting that late, I'm glad he did because it's so cool to see content creators like really getting out there, like no matter what their age is. Omnivore, yeah. Omnivorous verts. That's me. But yeah. Yeah. I think you know what, maybe more than shy, I think maybe bashful is a better word for me. I mean, it's like correlated with shy, but I feel like it's a bit more specific. Oh wait, oh my gosh. I literally pulled up the definition for bashful. It's reluctant to draw attention to oneself, which is definitely me, which is hilarious because I also like want to be out there. I one of my closest friends called me on this like literally the other day because I was talking about how I thought it was so funny that like I don't have any issues coming out here on stream and like just chatting and having fun and being out there, but when I'm like in another streamer's chat and they notice me, I like freak out because I'm like, no, don't look at me. I'm not here. Don't perceive me. And it's like so uh the word just slipped away from me. I can't think of the word that I needed where it's in contrast to itself. But I can't think of the word that means the thing. Ugh. But yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm like, I want to be out here. And then I'm like, "Ah." uh, I think, okay, I'm gonna be cringe here and talk about my Oshi a little bit. I think that's why they are my Oshi, is because usually I don't interact too much in chats on streams. Like if I do, it's usually just to like hive mind it and just be silly and have fun and like stuff like that, not like think about it and just be one with chat. But for my Oshi, I don't uh I started watching their streams near the beginning of the year. They've been around for a while, although technically I debuted before them, which I think is really funny. I've been out here doing my own little thing. um or at least their debut in their current life. Um but the way they talk and the way they handle chat and just the stuff that they talk about, like I can't stop myself from like commenting in chat. It's actually it's actually so difficult. I forget, like I think the very first stream that I managed to make live while it was happening, I was just content. No, I wasn't content. I was intent on lurking, on just lurking. And then they kept saying things. I was reading chat and I was like, no one's commenting on these things. And this is an amazing bit and it needs to be set off. And I was like, I can't not say this anymore. So I jumped in and I said something and I got yelled at, but not really because they went into the bit that I figured they were setting up. And and I freaked out because I was like, wait, no, even though I was actively participating, like actively choosing to do this, just being perceived and like having that happen, I was like, this is no, don't look at me. I'm not here. Um, but despite that, and despite whatever weird thing in my head freaks out when I'm perceived in a public space, I still come back, I still chat, I still have fun, I still get called out sometimes. Not really, not really. They're really nice. And they handle their chat really well, and the chat is just very one of the kindest, I mean like caring, kind, affectionate chats I've ever seen. It's wild. Uh, It's really, really, really cute. Um, and it makes me happy to be there. It makes me happy to be there. Although it's extremely detrimental when they're streaming during work hours, because, like I said, if I'm watching, there are times where I cannot not comment, because my brain is like, I can't deal with this anymore. I must speak. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Anyway, now you've heard me uh talking about my Oshi. That's, yep, there you go. And why I appreciate their streams. And I guess you could say I Oshi them as much as I Oshi their chat, which is kind of funny, honestly. It's it's a good space for me, I think, right now. At least in chat, I've seen the stuff people post on Twitter. I'm like, I'm not getting involved over there. Y'all can have me in Twitch chat, and that's it. Or not Twitch chat, I guess that's YouTube chat, but still. But still, so, you know. It's fun. It's fun. I'm actually I am such a fangirl. It's awful. It's awful. 53 Ivy is making some little decorations for my phone case. um if she finds time somehow amidst everything that she's doing. Thank you, 53 Ivy. I'll make her post it. I'll make her post it at some point. And then you can all cringe and point and laugh at me. Uh, I think it is just really fun when you find a streamer where you're like, yeah, you're someone I would chill with, and like not in a weird parasocial way, just in a yeah, if we met as just two people randomly, I think we'd get along. And I think that's, that's a good place to be. Those giggles. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh man, I have a story about my giggles. It's awful. During COVID, I would go to McDonald's like once or twice a week, and I forget what happened, but I was placing an order, and it was I had like the same guy like two or three times in a row in my visits. Um, And I don't remember what happened. I think I said something wrong and had to correct myself. And then they played it off really sweetly, and it made me giggle. And they just like stopped and they're like, "I'm so sorry. That was the cutest giggle I've ever heard." I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. Oh man. It was very sweet. They were very, very sweet. I was just like, "Oh no." Never really got the idea of parasocial. Like, you're chill, I'd consider you a friend, not gonna badger you about it. IRL stuff, like you're an open book if I actually asked it. True, true, true. Yeah, I think parasocial anymore really is just like, and I think it always was more about people who just really became more mm, like entitled to someone else's like time or information, because like technically streaming is parasocial in nature. The streamer and chat, we're going to be parasocial with each other. That's just how it is. And like in this space, like we've been around for how long? You've been around how long, Crove? And I'm so thankful for that. I have so much fun. Um, and it's like a little different, right? Because you build rapport with people, and then it's is it really parasocial anymore? You kind of get to know each other, and like it's just a good time, like good time. And so to me, I feel like it's memed on mostly, and really when people talk about parasocial stuff, it's more like the unhealthy stuff anymore, like the people feeling like they own you or something like that. And that can go either way, like the streamer can get that way about their chat, or chat can get that way about the streamer, or like you can get that way about like celebrities, or even like people at school or work, or your workplace or something, right? Like that you don't really interact with much, or like vaguely but like distantly, or like hear about them through someone else. Like it's really, really just, I think, more about making sure everyone is keeping healthy boundaries that should be there, like no matter what the social situation is, like in person or on stream. I was banned from a stream once for being too parasocial, but the streamer and I were friends. Aw. never really pushed them for personal info. Like, okay. Aw. Yeah, it can be hard in the streaming sphere. I think sometimes in those cases it's like if both parties aren't super clear about things, it can definitely be more confusing. Like for everyone here on stream who like comes in chat, like if I don't know them in real life, I don't know that I can consider you a friend yet, right? But like I consider you like a really good acquaintance. Like if we met in the supermarket like every week in real life or something, we always saw each other and like said hi. Like I would consider that like similar. Like we're on really good terms. I like seeing you. It makes me happy to say hi and to chat and stuff like that. Yeah. But that they were like your friends IRL too, or like that, yeah, that definitely makes things super confusing. Like why would that be too parasocial? Like if you were already friends, you know? Like friend group was confused. Like everyone was like, why? Yeah, that would be really confusing. There might have definitely been something else going on. Like, and maybe too, maybe it was for the best. Like maybe there's just, you know, something there that wasn't okay. Oh, an online friend. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely also like had weird online friendship. Oh man, I have had some like really, really toxic online friendships, and it it can definitely get really confusing because boundaries can get really, really like scuffed and blurred online if people don't make them very clear. Because you know we don't have body language to like go off of as well, right? And I think that gets really underrated how much information body language comes into play with really determining where you're at with people. Like you're a VIP among 3 to 5 VTubers, like an active member of the community, friends with them, but you don't know how to say it. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it was a complicated situation. I don't actively watch streams all the time, and most of my streamers I watch are friends at this point. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a complicated situation. Maybe there was other stuff going on that maybe you weren't aware of or how they were perceiving things. Yeah, it's definitely hard. I'm also pretty like careful with making online friendships too. Like for me, I think most of my online friendships now are a bit uh mm, like I don't let anyone get super close unless it's been a very long time as just online friends, just with a lot of stuff that's happened in the past. So it's like, you know, it's taking things really slow. Also, the thing of parasocial whatever doesn't really mesh in my mind because of the, oh, I see, like a relationship, friendship, etc. Those, so it's just a weird thing. I gotcha, I gotcha. It's, yeah, it's a pretty complex concept. And if understanding relationships is already a bit difficult, I can definitely see how that would be hard to like wrap your mind around, anyone's mind around. I think even for maybe people who aren't used to the online space, it might also be a bit difficult. I think the best thing to do is to just ask questions to see what people are comfortable with. Like you've been really great with Meat Grove. I appreciate that you ask a lot and allow me to you know say no to things I'm not comfortable with and whatnot. I appreciate that a lot. And I think that's just great etiquette, and I think that's good and safe for you too. Social relationships, etc., are difficult. Yeah, you have an otherwise aggressive sense of humor, and that gets me in trouble. Aw, yeah, that can be hard. I I have a family member with similar aggressive humor, and it's well, I don't know if it's similar to your type of aggressive humor, but like it can be hard because like I've known them so long that I get it and I understand it, but then people who don't know them or haven't been around them much are like, what in the world is going on, right? and it can be hard to explain sometimes. There's like, no, 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 they're joking. Like this is how, their humor is, how they joke around with people. And they're like, yeah, you're good people. It's respect. Oh, thank you, Grove. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate ya. Honestly, you, Basement, all my friends who stopped by, anyone else who stops by streams for a while, Mothmellow, I haven't seen in a bit, but who's here for a while. I wish you all the best, honestly. Just wish you so, so much goodness. Have a very realistic mindset. Yeah, I'm too much of a realist. That's fair. Stalking retires time, effort, and determination. It's true though. It's really, really true. And I think that's like people forget about that like that's what makes stalking scary is how much effort it takes to go into it. You rather smoke, play a good game, watch streams and vibe. Yeah. Gaming and vibing for me. I don't smoke anything. I could not even like a regular cigarette. I probably could not handle. I would just die. I would just die. Talking also ruins the relationship with child. Yes, yes, it definitely does. Definitely does. It just kind of, you know, takes away any trust that may have been there. Hello. Oh, no. I Vega does not do any substances but ibuprofen. Which is, personal choice. Personal choice. I know a lot of these things are like legal in a lot of places, but I'm like, my brain already does enough stuff. I don't want to throw other chemicals in there and find out what happens later. My body already reacts weirdly to too many unidentified things. I'm not gonna throw things in there that I can't account for. The Netflix show Real Rob is a good example. The soccer loves Rob but hates working for him. Like being here, not hiding in the corner, breathing heavily. Aw. True. You do engage a lot, and it's fun. I think that's a good place to be. Like, I won't get back into my fangirling, but like, I get it. I get it. When you find a different good places to chill and to chat, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think, it's probably a good thing. Anyone who doesn't really like understand the stalking mindset is, I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like you said, Groves, that's so much effort. That's so much effort. But I think there's also probably people out there who like don't even realize that that's how their mind is working. And well, it's scary. It's also a little like, I don't know. It's a little sad too. It's like, man, like they don't even realize that their brain is like attaching itself to this person like that. But yeah, just be safe, everybody. Be safe, everybody. Yep. Friendships can be weird. But that's why it's good to have communication, even if it's rough, even if it's a little difficult. It's better in most cases to communicate than to not. Unless the person makes it very clear that they don't want any communication, then you just kind of gotta leave it in their court, Ball would be in their court and either wait for them to pass it back or things just kind of end there. And that sucks, but sometimes that's just how it's gotta be. Sometimes that is just how it's gotta be. And a lot of times that ends up for the best anyway. Definitely been there. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I'm a moth, not a cat. Wait, what noise do moths make? What? Do they even make noise? I need answers. Do moths even have vocal cords? I don't even know. I mean, to be fair, I feel like a lot of bugs don't make noise with like their mouths, but like with other parts of their body, like crickets or cicadas and stuff. It's like with like their wings or their legs or like other parts of their like shells. I don't know. I don't know enough about bugs. I'm slowly learning more about bugs, whether I want to or not, because of my Oshi. Which honestly I've been really grateful for because like I've slowly been becoming less afraid of certain bugs, which I've been working on for a long time anyway, but just their excitement about certain bugs and like their fun facts about them, I'm like, oh, maybe it's not so scary. I've come to the determination that I don't think I'm actually afraid of most bugs. I think it's just that they jump scare me, and I don't like being jump scared. I don't like jump scares. And like spiders and stuff, like technically if I think about them conceptually, they're kind of cool. Like they're kind of cool. They're kind of sick. But they're so fast and they just show up out of nowhere and you're like, what are you doing in my face or on my pillow or like on my keyboard? Like, go away, get out of here. And then they'll like skitter away and you're like, no, I don't know where they're at. And it's terrifying, but it's terrifying because they jump scare you. Or at least for me. It's because they jump scare me. Because like the other thing is too, like the bigger a bug is, the less it scares me. Because now I'm like, okay, now it's just in like animal territory. Now it's just like a small animal, right? So it's because they're tiny and fast. Like even ants will scare me sometimes. And ants aren't scary. Like they don't freak me out, but like they'll scare me because they'll jump scare me. They'll just like pop out of nowhere and I'll look down and be like, oh my gosh. And they'll be like, oh, it's an ant. Be like, how did you get here? Go away. You don't belong here. Sadly, the ants must die. There's a tragic fate. But if they don't die, then more come. And that's just how it has to be. Rest in peace, ants. Spiders, though, it depends. I usually give them an ultimatum. I'm like, okay, if you want to live, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. If you don't leave, I have to kill you. Your choice. Most of the time they leave. Which is crazy. Most of the time they leave. And the ones that don't, I'm like, alright, I'll give you a second chance. And then if they don't leave, then, well, then I have to suck up my courage and take them out. Though we get some like big bugs with lots and lots of legs. They're not centipedes. I don't know what their technical name is, but those guys like scared me the most for a long time, and it's only very, very recently where I'm like, you know what? I'm not scared of you guys. You're just annoying. And I genuinely actually appreciate them because I know they eat a lot of other pests. So I'm like, I, one, don't want to kill them because they're big. Like, they are big. They would make a huge mess. It's not a good time. It's not a good time. And two, I'm like, okay, if I kill you, then you're not eating other, like, worse pests. So I'm like, as much as I don't like you being around, you are very useful. So I will let you live as long as you don't touch me. Oh gosh, that's the worst when they just show up on you and you're like, no, 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 thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Oh gosh. And if you're wondering like how big, I'm like some of these guys are like a good like 3-4 inches long with many, many, many legs, but they're not centipedes. They're much more spindly. Five cats told the spider that a gang fight is funny. Seeing five cats rip spiders like apart is amusing. Oh no, the poor spider. Not his legs. But I mean, it did ask for it. It showed up in five cats territory. It should have known. That's the animal kingdom, baby. Very rarely is there live and let live. 5 cats on 1 spider. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have to go for a bit. I'll see you later. Okay. All right. You require food? Okay. Honestly, I'll probably wrap up in a bit. My stomach's a little funny again today, and I've got a lot to do. But I hope you have a really, really great evening and a good week. And yeah, I'll be back in a little more than a week. A little more than a week. Like, I should be able to stream on the 10th. I should be back by then. But yeah, take care. Hope you find something yummy. But yeah, yeah. Man, I'm gonna be happy forever that my eyes are crimson. I didn't think about that. They are crimson. It happens to be a coincidence, but it makes me happy. Makes me happy. Oh, man. You guys are great. I'm just gonna say that. You guys are great. I don't know for the new people, I don't know that I can say that we're friends yet, but I'm happy to see you. Maybe that will come in time. But I think it's like people who meet up at the library and we see each other all the time. It's like, hey, what's up? Like that kind of acquaintance friendship kind of thing, you know? Or we can just chat when we see each other and it's good and we appreciate each other that way. That's good to have too, you know? There's definitely different kinds of friendships. They can exist in all forms, in all ways, in all shapes. And it's good to appreciate them in that way. I think that was a lesson I took a while to learn, was that you can't force a friendship into a mold that it doesn't belong in. It'll always backfire. It'll end up hurting you and the other person, or just you. But usually both people. It's better to just appreciate things for what they are and let them take their own shape, you know? Like, oh, I don't know why I'm thinking of this specifically, but I don't know if you guys have seen like lightning art, where people will like set up a pole to like catch lightning basically, and it's set up in the sand so that the lightning bolt basically makes a glass cast in the sand. It's really, really cool. I would definitely look it up. But I think friendships are kind of like that. Like you set up a rod hoping that maybe lightning will strike. And when it does, you don't have any control over what that's going to look like, right? You have no clue how that's going to form, which way it's going to twist and turn or branch out. You're just there to appreciate it and help it along. And then you unearth it, and it's the shape that it is. And you know what? It's good in that shape. Unless it's really, really not. Unless it's really, really not, in which case, you know, sometimes you do gotta just let things go. And that's okay too. And it's not always a bad thing. Like, genuinely, sometimes people just go different ways. Or sometimes you just lose touch with people for a while and then reconnect after a really long time. And that's okay too. Maybe you never reconnect. That's okay as well. Appreciate what was there and look forward to what's ahead. Now, I think there's definitely different relationships where there's a bit more expectation around them, right? I'm talking mostly like general friendships, right? I mean, when you get closer to someone, like you get really close friends, obviously there's obligation isn't the right word, but there's a stronger commitment there, right? Or like in a committed romantic relationship, right? Like again, maybe not obligation, but a different level of commitment, right? So that's a little different. And everyone expects different things too, you know, who's comfortable with different things. Again, back to friendship. So yeah, yeah. Like I'm someone who usually doesn't message people like every day. There's maybe two people who I would message every single day. Um, but even then, like usually one of us doesn't have enough time for that. Or it just has too much on their plate mentally to handle that, and that's okay. And I'm grateful for that. That, you know, I have friends who can be flexible and that I can be flexible for, and it's just appreciating when you can connect, you know? Yeah. All right. I think that's enough for tonight. My stomach is settling a little bit, but now I'm afraid to put anything else in it. Guys, be kind to your body, okay? Treat it well. Listen to it carefully. Don't eat wasabi, seaweed chips when you know that your stomach is unhappy. Don't be me. Don't be me, okay? Oh man. I'm so silly. Like I shouldn't have done it. But they were so good. They were so good. Oh, they were so good. But yeah. While I'm away, I hope you have a good week and a half. It'll be a little bit of time. Um, I hope you take care of yourself. Get some rest. Work hard. Eat good food. Even if it's not tasty, make sure it's healthy for you in some way or gives you energy, okay? Also, don't feel bad for treating yourself too sometimes if you can. Not all the time. Don't give yourself too much over gratification. But, you know, when you need it or when you've earned it. um I might share some photos when I come back. I might do that. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll see. If I remember to take photos. I'm definitely someone who really focuses on just like enjoying things as they happen, so I always forget to take photos. Even of myself, I have a lot of friends who live quite far away, and they'll send selfies sometimes. I'm like, oh, I gotta remember to do that because I'm happy to see their faces, but I never send mine. You know, because we don't get to see each other in person, so it's just nice to like see them in some form. I'm like, I gotta remember to do that. I gotta remember to do that. I used to be so good at taking selfies. I don't know what happened. I'm so bad. Actually, it was probably intentional. That's more trauma for unhealthy online friendships. Oh, guys, the examples I could give. The examples I could give. But I've gotten a lot better at telling when people are good for me or not. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into another tangent. Anyway, while I'm gone, go have fun watching other streamers. Um, I have some recommended on my page if you need any ideas. Although I think a lot of them don't stream very often anymore. uh, Let me see. Who do I have? Who do I even have listed in my suggested channels? Managers. Who do I even have in here? I technically don't have my Oshi in here. That's because they don't stream on Twitch. They stream on YouTube. That's okay. It's okay. I don't need to promote them. I mean, You can go watch them if you want. If you don't know who, just go check out 53IV's account. You'll find out very quickly. um yeah. I don't know. But I'll be back hopefully as long as everything goes okay. I'll be back May 10th. May 10th. I know it's a while. But I need the break. I need the break. I've been going too hard. I am where is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? No. Yes. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh. Oh? Huh? How did that happen? Oh my gosh. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just breaking my OBS scene. How do I fix this? Okay, I think that fixed it. What the heck did I do? Okay. I am this meme. I just perpetually am this meme. Okay? I work myself really, really hard. And I think I'm okay until someone stops me and asks, "Are you okay, Vega?" And I'm like, "I'm okay." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Wait, no, I am not. And that's where I'm at right now. Especially because I've had to push myself so hard to get so much done. Which I'm about to do more. So wish me luck getting packed and set up and everything. And I will wish you luck on your future endeavors, on your week ahead. Keep fighting, keep going, don't give up. You've got so much more ahead of you. But as always, I have been your Vega. Thank you for being here. I'll catch you guys in a little more than a week. All right? Bye. Take care, everyone.